The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has promised to ensure laws that would end all forms of discrimination against women in the country, in addition to collaborating with all critical local and international stakeholders. Gbajabiamila said the ongoing constitutional amendment exercise would be explored to achieve the set goals, as this was a priority area on the legislative agenda of the 9th House. The Speaker disclosed this while declaring open the commemoration of this year's International Women's Day, organized by the Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians at the National Assembly, expressed determination of the House to holistically address the issue of violence targeted at women.
I assure you that this 9th House of Representatives will continue to take action to address the challenges militating against the advancement of women in all spheres of human endeavor. We are committed to ensuring that in accessing the legacy of this 9th House of Representatives, it will be said of us that we use every instrument of legislation and persuasion available to us to advance the cause of equality and justice for all our nation's women. And so please, each time I say women, just in your mind, add women and children, because they're inextricably woven together. I ask all of you here today to support the House in this regard so that together we can make the world a better place for all our mothers and sisters and daughters and friends and colleagues.
Lending her voice to the challenges women face, the chairperson Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians African Zone, Zainab Gimba, hampered on the negative impact of COVID-19 on women and the need for legislative laws to strengthen women.
The outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic has brought substantial implications for gender equality. Women are disproportionately affected by the pandemic and measures put in place to combat it. There are more women who have lost their jobs. Many girl child have dropped out of school due to unwanted pregnancy, and gender-based violence have increased. As members of parliament, we must ensure that every measure put in place by the government to combat the pandemic is gender-focused. Efforts should be made to scale up access to finance and credit for women-led businesses and ensuring more women participation in the decision-making pyramid.
Inequality, domestic violence were also issues on the front burner for the keynote speaker, Professor Sherif Gali, who charged women parliamentarians to sponsor bills to speak and protect women in Nigeria.
So talking about International Women's Day is really forcefully bringing to the front burner the issues of gender-based world and efforts to foster gender equality in order to properly celebrate or situate the social, economic, cultural and political successes of women. There is no ignoring the fact that this day is being celebrated too, to accommodate the differences individuals can actualize towards women in politics or decision-making avenues, to generate socio-economic, cultural and legal development for society and the women in general. So looking at the theme of today, choose to challenge. I want to challenge our women parliamentarians in the National Assembly to rise to the occasion of drastically reducing domestic violence by men against women in Nigeria.
With the theme of this year's International Women's Day, Choose to Challenge, young girls from schools were also guided and given room to express their concerns. Anita Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.